Gaming journalism is dead. It is just toast. And you know what? I think that journalism as a whole is pretty much dead, but specifically gaming journalism. And I'm going to tell you why in this video. I'm DeCapibara. I stream on Twitch. I have a bachelor's in public relations and a minor in minor in poli sci. And I've been working in marketing and PR for a few years. And so I think I have a little bit of authority on this subject, but most of it is just observation, my friends. Observation that gaming journalism is not what it used to be. And people are wondering why. I was in this Discord server the other day, and this person brought up this little article right here. It says, how to play multiplayer in Disney Dreamlight Valley. And their commentary was, why would you write a whole article about how to play multiplayer in Disney Dreamlight Valley just to say you can't? Because it's impossible. You can't play multiplayer in Disney Dreamlight Valley. It is impossible. So why would somebody go through the effort of trying to make an article that is stupid? That doesn't make sense. Well, I'll tell you why. Because gaming journalism jobs are a little bit like this. Now, this is an ad for The Gamer, and it's for an evergreen article specialist. And what that means is, I mean, you just add specialist on the title of anything, and then, you know, it's a thing. So what are your responsibilities as an evergreen article specialist? For only $2,000 a month, you have to write a minimum of 75 articles per month. Per month, friends. That's over 3 a day. And so because of that, you kind of get crappers. You get sucky articles. This is The Gamer, the website that had the ad. Let's just scroll a little bit through their new ads. How long does it take to beat Pokemon Sword and Shield? Star Wars Jedi Survivor needs to double down on Dark Souls. What does that mean? What does that mean? These are a bunch of nothing articles. They don't mean anything. And it's because they have the incentive to do this because they are trying to make money. The Gamer makes money by selling ad space. And instead of actually making quality journalism that people are going to want to click on, they just make really clickbaity crap. They make clickbaity nonsense, you know? And so, just to try and get people to click on it. And it's not good, but it's the way it is. It's just the way it is. This person on Reddit said, when you type in, why is gaming journalism dead? This is the first thing that comes up. And it basically says, because fulfilling the demands would cost money, there's not much money to be made with real journalism these days. Newspapers shut down, entertainment disguised as news is on the rise, and this also goes for video game journalism. The big news conglomerates are trying to get your eyeballs so that they can sell ads. It's basically entertainment in the form of news. News is changing. It's not just like newspapers that are just facts anymore. You need those facts delivered to you in an entertaining fashion because we're in the TikTok generation, y'all. In the TikTok. If it's not cool, if it's not fast, if it's not entertaining, then we don't give a frick. We don't give a frick. So now gaming journalism is kind of just going downhill because how do you sift through all this crap? How do you find the gems in here? Well, let's see what our good friend Devin Nash has to say. This guy is Devin Nash. He's the CEO of, or he used to be CEO of CLG, and he made this video about Twitter and Elon Musk, but he had something very interesting to say about journalism in the midst of it. He's talking about why Twitter is important for independent journalists.
A real important news source, and getting news from what people have been calling citizen journalism is really important because there are so many grifters in the media now, on the left and the right, that will post articles that are just outright wrong, that just don't report on something correctly, and I mean like even remotely correctly. And it's because they understand that to get the clicks and to get the fear, right, that to get the attention, again, everything runs off ads, to get the ad revenue, They need to scare you. They need to put you in a perpetual cycle of like fear, so you continuously click and consume this stuff.
There you go. That's it. That's it right there. It's so that you click and consume. And so what he's asked then is like, instead of having the big media conglomerates, you need to go to your independent gaming journalist sources. And that's what I would recommend too. If you are looking to get into gaming journalism, do not go for these. Don't go for this. This is nothing. This is nonsense. This is designed to burn you out. And it's not designed to make real journalism. It's designed to make just like super clickbaity content. You don't want to make content as a journalist. You want to make art. And so, where do you go to find good journalism? Like, where do you go to find good gaming journalism? You have to go to those citizen journalists like Devin was talking about. And so for me, like, I have a few YouTubers that I like to watch, a few podcasts that I like to listen to, where I get my gaming news. You know, I go to Devin Nash, who I just showed you all. I go to him for the like business side of like gaming and esports and streaming, that kind of thing. I do Ludwig for almost the same exact thing. Also, look at these thumbnails, by the way. Freaking great. They're literally just Photoshop tweets. I go to Donkey for video game reviews because I know Donkey's opinion. I know that I share some opinions with him, but I also know when some things that we don't share opinions on. And so I still like to see what he thinks. And then, of course, also The Besties is my favorite video game podcast, starring the McElroy brothers and some others from Polygon. And I have gotten to know them by listening to their podcast, and so I know kind of where they stand on certain things, and that makes it easier for me to make a decision about like specific games or things like that. And that is basically just how I try to stay informed when it comes to video game journalism, is by going to people that I trust, to give me the news that I require, or even the news that they think that I require would be the best. And I would encourage you to take this even outside of gaming journalism as a whole and take it into normal journalism as well, because there are specific journalists that I like to go to and specific YouTubers that I like to go to for my news because I trust them. Over time, they've built a relationship with their audience. And sure, I know for a fact that even though sometimes the articles might be clickbaity, sometimes whatever, you know, that they're going to try and get the facts right. And if they don't get them right, they will rescind those and do corrections and things like that. Like what Devin was saying earlier, a lot of times people just shove out nonsense, articles that are wrong, for timeliness. They talk about timeliness in the journalism field a lot. You want to be the first on the scene and just start instantly shoving the camera in your face and start recording because you were there, you're the first one, and because you're the first one, that's the one people are going to watch. Yeah, but you have nothing to say, so you just kind of speculate and make stuff up, and then that's how rumors get started, and then huge misconceptions get going. The 24-hour news cycle and the attention economy that we live in now has trained people to just accept this, like to accept that this is the way that news is. I would encourage you to not participate in a 24-hour news cycle, and go to the people that you trust for news, that especially when it comes to gaming journalism. Now, when it comes to normal journalism, maybe get a bit more of a of all sides type deal, and know where their sources are coming from, Fox News. And so yeah, I would definitely make sure that you do that. But that's, I guess, my thoughts there is support independent gaming journalists. And if you want to be a gaming journalist, start your own independent gaming journalism. Start a YouTube channel. Start a podcast. Get talking. Get busy. Just start, you know? because that relationship that you build with your audience, that is where the real value is, because that is what actually matters in this, almost like people say it's like a post-truth world, and it kind of is. And so the relationship that you build with your audience and how they trust you is the biggest thing that you can have. And I trust these people up here. Hopefully they don't do me wrong in the next couple of days or whatever, because then this video will age very poorly. All right, I'm DeCapybara. You're appreciated, you're valuable, and heck, I'm proud of you. Deuces, bye. See ya next time. Bye. Hope you like this video. Subscribe and like and stuff.